This is a Nekko Media podcast.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Welcome, Cinephiles and Cenobites. This is Cinebite34 of Season 3, the season closer. I'm the hostess with the mostest, Annika Pussyfoot. So with this episode, Mox and Ono reflect on this past season as we close this chapter and prep for a new one in the coming weeks. 34 episodes of shit-talking, movie reviewing, fun interviews, and storytelling. We put in the work and we're thankful and grateful for everyone who has given their time to listening to our content. We hope you enjoyed it. As for me, I'm out. I gave my 2 weeks notice last week. Peace, bitches.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Cinephiles and Cenobites podcast. My name is Onofre, and with me, my hetero life mate, Mox.
Hey, what's up?
All right, well, welcome to this.
That always makes me giggle.
The final episode of season 3. We wave goodbye, and for this episode, we're gonna just take time and reflect on what we've learned as podcasters. And also kind of reflect on what we've watched this past season. Anything you'd like to, or I guess, say about this podcast? Like, how do you feel about this show for season 3?
I feel like we're kind of still finding our identity. You know, we started with something, we kind of further refined it for season 2, and then for season 3 still kind of shifting. So I think we hit closer this season to I think where we'll eventually end up at. I think it's more streamlined, it's more focused by episode. I think initially we kind of went full blown out of the gates, you know, almost like white belts in jiu-jitsu, right? Going so hard at everything. Like, we're going to pack in written scripts. We're going to like develop all of these characters. We're going to do all these segments in every episode. And then as we advance to the blue and purple belts, we kind of found our rhythm and our rhyme and what works for us and for the show. And I think that's kind of, we're still evolving to that, but I think we've hit a stride, and I like where we are right now, I feel. What about you?
Sure, yeah. Actually kind of, I played our season 0 or episode 0, like the opener, and our goals were for season 3. It's like we hit none of them, and it was it was all Project Cockroach. I was like, yeah, we did.
Oh God, that's right.
We never did nothing with that except just keep mental notes. I kept mental notes throughout the year.
Yeah.
But
oh man,
we did record segments for the movies that kind of gave us inspiration.
For Cockroach, yeah.
Right. So we watched Dread. I think
Still a bomb ass movie.
Yep.
You know who wrote Dread, right?
Oh, damn. Who?
Alex Garland.
Yes, Alex Garland, right. Nice.
That's why Dread, while being bloody as fuck, was so smart. But I feel left to his own devices, Alex Garland is too smart and not bloody enough.
Sure.
Because Annihilation was like, what the fuck? Look,
You
as a filmmaker,
you can't blame him. If you read the book, there's nothing.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's not a book, it's a movie. Like, you gotta make that shit movie worthy. That was a book on screen. And, you know, if you want to put girls in everything, that's fine. Put 80 billion girls, but fucking make some action. And this one tiger scene, or tiger shark scene, it's not cutting the mustard, my man.
Oh, you mean that
weirdo...
the alligator, you mean?
Oh, well, no, that was dope. But then there was something else that was sort of tiger-ish, but had like a fucking shark face or something.
Oh.
It was stalking them in the building, and I think it took one of the girls the night before. Like, that's some pretty scary shit. They needed to play up a little more on that, and then not get weird with the fucking
sure
green shit, and then with the T-1000 at the end. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, true.
You know, smart action, but fucking remember, this is an action audience. So give us action and then make us think. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stupid for Alex Garland movies, but
Ooh.
uh,
I mean, that was a pretty complex movie. It was pretty
yeah,
a
that
little
was
bit.
not popcorn, right? That
No,
wasn't
that was
tickets
a
and
thinking
popcorn and
movie. Like,
fuck yeah. It's like
yeah, like from now
take
on, when
out.
I go see an Alex Garland directed movie, it wasn't Machina. It was nothing like that. It's like, oh,
It
okay,
wasn't.
whatever parts you have to think through Ex Machina, take away the action and the entertainment, the excitement, and you get Annihilation. It's like, oh
Yeah,
dear,
actually, you do.
like
Ah,
holy
the
cow.
characters in Ex Machina played. They had a better chemistry, and I
Hmm,
wonder if that's
sure.
because the story was contained. So much of Annihilation was about the landscape and each individual character being in that, as opposed to them being a group. I never really felt they were a dynamic as a group, you know. So when they kept getting picked off one by one, I'm like, oh, there go that. What's her face?
Yeah. So yeah, this
But
whole
yeah,
episode is it's the
bring your
Alex
brain to
Garland
Alex
movie.
Garland. Shit.
We should do a segment on just Alex Garland movies. Let's try to break it down.
We can try.
And yeah, also in season 3 we had the opportunity and privilege to talk with a lot of cool
Oh yeah,
filmmakers.
yeah.
Shout out to Dakota Esquivel,
Dakota.
writer and director of Deadly Crush.
Yes.
Also, shout out to Kirsten White. She starred in The Woodsman, indie actress. That was a lot of fun. That was one of our
It's a
first
Bigfoot
episodes.
movie. You should look it up.
Yeah.
It's on the YouTube and the Vimeo.
And Raymond Huber, filmmaker, director, who's watching Oliver,
Writer, producer, yes.
producer. All around cool dude. A shout out to Katrina Gray, who is still, I think, in production or maybe even post of her Daytime Nightmare.
Daytime Nightmare.
Yeah. Bradley Crawford.
That's
Shout
why
out
his name
to
is so
Bradley
similar.
Crawford.
Yep. Excellent writer and filmmaker. He's got a movie dropping this year. It is called The Fall Guy or just Fall Guy. I don't know where they're ending with that, but it's produced by the writer of Thor Ragnarok.
Bruce Naxon.
Bruce Naxon, an award-winning writer, filmmaker, actor, does his own stunts. You should check him out. Big Guy, Small Dog Productions, and he's on the Instagram.
Find Your Liz. Hashtag
Yes,
Find
everybody
Your
find your
Liz.
Liz. He spoke about how he would not be able to accomplish anything that he has so far and that he is going to in the coming years without his significant, some might say better half, Liz. And that just kind of shows you really do need a teammate. We also had writer and producer Dana Little Miller on the show. She did Narcos and Designated Survivor and The Lodge or Lodge 49, something like that.
Yeah, and
Developing some new shows.
Ante Novakovic,
Oh, yes.
director
American.
of Fright Fest.
Yes. Super cool guy. Oh, man. Actually, I can just talk to that guy off screen. I mean, what a fucking load of fun he is. And his approach to filmmaking, one word I would just have for that dude is respect. He's so respectful. He's respectful of having the opportunity to tell films, to be able to work with other filmmakers, to be able to work in location, to tell a story. Like, you know, when you see interviews of people like, oh, I'm just so happy to have this as my life. That is that guy.
Yeah, very laid back dude too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the show, Ante.
Oh yeah, he is second generation, just like us, from Brooklyn. Parents are, I'll just say Eastern European because I forget which one specifically, but
yeah, for sure. And we also had Eric Reese.
Yes, Eric Reese coming out with his show Resolution and Discovery.
And his work on posters. A lot.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh. He's worked on a lot of big studio projects and he doesn't watch them all. Like, he just got around to watching Cabin in the Woods, like, this year, a couple weeks ago. And he texted me and he was like, oh, man, you're right. Fucking movie's awesome. I'm like, he did some art on it, son. You ain't watched it? Nobody told you?
We also had Taylor Morden on the show. His documentary on The Last Blockbuster.
which by now has closed. Oh man, sad to see that go.
Really, the actual last one is closed.
I believe so. I believe they put the date out there, and it has passed that D-Day. I could be mistaken. It could still exist in that little town, but I thought I remember him saying that it was already T minus during the production of the documentary.
Oh wow. Okay. And some of the films we've reviewed last year, we have Ruin Me.
Ugh.
Oh dear. The Meg. We have
Ugh.
we actually did a review of Deadly Crush. Shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
Aria London. We also have American Fright Fest, The Predator. We did 2 short films, Glam and The Audition.
Oh yeah.
We checked out Destination Wedding, Bad Samaritan, Woman Walks Ahead.
Yeah, that was a weird random one for us.
Uh,
But it's horrific in that it's about Chief Sitting Bull and all these people is die.
Aquaman,
Ugh.
Cold Skin, yeah.
Yeah.
Get My Gun.
Fuck yeah.
That was a really good one. Also, we saw Us.
Yep.
We checked out Pet Cemetery, Cherokee Creek, La Llorona.
Oh
La
God.
Llorona.
The laziest horror movie since horror movies was coming out in the 80s.
Oh my God. It wasn't
It's
that
like,
bad.
oh, you got an ethnic fucking, yeah, everybody send us your ethnic monsters. What? That's a Mexican shit? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let's do this one. White family. Why
Linda
not shut that shit in
Cardellini.
fucking Mexico? That was the saving grace. Cast Linda Cardellini in anything, I don't watch it, no matter how fucking lazy it is. I even saw Scooby-Doo, okay? The first
Oh.
one. Because of Linda Cardellini. Because
She was in
freaking
it?
geeks.
Who did she play?
Fucking Velma or Thelma? Whatever the nerd one is.
Really? That group?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not to mention the rest of the cast of I Know What You Did Last Summer was in it.
Yes. Yes, they were.
/ She's All That, right?
Season 3, we had a total of, well, including this episode, 34 release episodes.
Shit.
Yeah, and so
What the-
far, not including Force Awakens, we've reviewed every Star Wars movie since Rogue One.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's been out, so it'll be
Yeah, because we didn't exist yet when
Force Awakens came out. Yeah.
Awakens came out, yeah.
No. So that should be fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm not, but I guess I'm sort of a completionist. And I'm sort of still hoping they can somewhat walk back The Last Jedi a bit and make the Force great again. Never mind about America.
Yeah. Well, season 3, I thought we went out, or we started off with a bang, bang, and I think earlier this year,
Bayag.
I think probably the beginning of the year, it was kind of just after Aquaman, we slowed down a bit. But
Well,
I think
Aquaman kind of takes the wind out of your sails because he say, "Hey, if you like good movies, say cafe."
But I think
No,
it was because
not
of the our top films of 2018.
Oh yeah, we had kind of a tough time getting that recorded.
Yeah.
But also, I think we both kind of agreed 2018 wasn't really a stellar year as far as movies we reviewed and movies that we saw. I mean, there were some great ones, but it was mostly kind of middle of the road. I feel like this year I have seen some better movies from last year that were made last year.
I see. Okay. Sure.
And, maybe I just didn't get to them by last year or hadn't even heard of them
Yeah.
last year.
Oh, and we finally also released our
Our
CCC
audio theater.
Say Cheese.
Yeah. Say cheese.
And that one was like, I don't know. I guess I think I maybe just took my time with that one, and I think I
Well, it's a
freaked
lot
out
of
because
work, dude.
I thought some audio was lost, but you fortunately found it. on your computer. You had a copy of it.
Oh yeah, that was back when we were recording on my computer. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Well, lucky when I, got rid of Zipon. We had labeled, we had labeled that file correctly, like it said Cinephiles or CC on it, so I knew it wasn't
Yeah,
fucking
I would label
Kendra Lust.
our episodes according to what I thought what episode number it was gonna be, but
Hmm.
now I don't do that because then I always make changes and I'm like, oh, this was labeled under a different name. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
right. Meant to be episode 4 or whatever, but you
yeah.
decided later episode 4 was gonna be this, so it's like, what the fuck is this random?
But no, a lot of good horror, I feel, came out last year. A lot of indie stuff, and 2019
That's
so
one.
far. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're trying to pivot a little more to the indie horrors. We're going to give a little bit more time to that, right? Maybe some big mainstream horror releases like It Chapter 2 is coming up. But I think we kind of sort of decided to maybe pivot more attention to those indie, maybe up-and-comers or maybe some just not quite a spotlight filmmakers who are putting out quality horror on that indie scene.
Yeah. Yeah, and thankfully no new enemies this year either.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty drama-free, I would say.
Yeah. I think so for the most
But
part.
I think that's because most of our enemies just retired or whatever. Actually, a lot of our friends too, so that's kind of sucky. But I mean, the podcast is a hard thing to do, especially, I think you always had it right. Just the two of us is going to be hard enough. Let's not expand, because I think a lot of the podcasts that failed had upwards of 3+ members, and that's a lot of scheduling, that's a lot of uh, conflicts, that's a lot of just whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I mean sometimes even just two of us just trying to get together to record.
Right, that's like enough of a thing. So right, you add in multiple and it just exponentially grows from there. But yeah, we are still kicking.
Yeah. So we bid you adieu, season 3.
Yep.
2 years, too long, suckers. Now will be closed. Has ended as we approach year 3, season 4 of this podcast. Thank you for checking out the show and for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed the season.
I know it's been bumpy.
And we hope to bring out a lot more.
Yeah, actually, if you
cooler,
guys miss
better
anything
content.
from the older shows that you wish we'd bring back, hit us up a message and be like, oh, we like this. Or, conversely, like, we hate that. Glad you guys, aren't doing 2-hour episodes anymore or whatever the case is. But yeah, I mean, talk to us, tell us anything. We like interacting, even if it's just to blast me on my horrible movie criticisms.
Yeah. So now I used to be critical of your criticisms because I thought they were a little too aggressive, but now
A little too harsh.
It's more like you do you. I can't regulate that.
Hey, but don't let Ono fool you. He blasts, all right? He'll blast on mic too, but we'll watch a movie and he's just like blasting him like, for real? What the fuck did you hate about that movie? Fuck.
Some of that stuff out there. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll be a little bit more blunt, I guess. When season 4 comes around.
It's like, fuck that movie. Piece of shit.
Well, anyway, thank you again.
Yes,
listeners.
thank you.
And I guess we'll see you in season 4.
Yeah. Have a great summer.
Peace. All right. Well, that is it for this episode. Thank you for checking it out. Be sure to check out this episode's show notes for links to all our social media sites. But other than that, be sure to visit our website, nekkomedia.com. That's NEKKO media.com. And we also be on Twitter and Instagram. Very active on both of those. And you can check those out at cynical_mass. That's CINECAL_MASS. And feel free to get in touch through email cinephiles and cenobites at gmail.com. Any movie recommendations? We'd love to check it out. Any screeners?
Any screeners?
We'd love to review. Any potential guests? Yeah, we love having guests on the show too.
Yeah, if you're a filmmaker, fucking hit us a line and we'll get you on the show.
A fellow.
Ask you your top 6 movies and what it's like to be an artist like you.
Oh, yes. And any fellow cinephiles and cenobites. You are welcome.
Yes.
Any place that they can hit you up, Mox?
At villainous_kind. Instagram and fucking Twitter. But don't bother. I rarely check it except when I'm drunk. So
Okay.
I'd either send it to Ono or the show.
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at This Is Ono. That's This Is OHNO. Same goes for Instagram.
Oh no.
Yup. All right. Well, thank you again. Take it away, Annika.
This has been a Nekko Media podcast broadcasting from the Blood Cave, part of the /Potter family. For myself, Annika Pussyfoot, Mox, and Ono, keep the lights on and check under that bed because there's only one universal truth. No lives matter. That means you. Stay rating, Wokeland.
We have candy.
This is us, Ono and Mox's podcast. Sounds like crap leaving ass, or duck fucking glass. Probably both, it's really bad, and we do the shit all for you. And we sound like shit while we do.